things you love about him now are the things you'll hate.
I really wanted to be this person that you thought I was.
When you love someone, you have to be careful with it.
How's it going, everybody? Today I'm reviewing the new film directed by Tom Ford and starring Amy Adams and Jake Gyllenhaal, Nocturnal Animals. Now, Nocturnal Animals is about the lead character played by Amy Adams, Susan, who receives this manuscript for this new book that her ex-husband, played by Jake Gyllenhaal, is writing. And she receives this. She's kind of going through some troubles of her own in her personal life and all that. So she decides to read this book after they've been split up for quite some time. And we get to see that kind of story play out also on screen, as well as a little bit in flashback form of her meeting her husband, Jake Gyllenhaal, back in the past. So I was very much looking forward to this movie. Those trailers looked very like suspenseful and thrilling and everything like that. And I was sold on it just from that. And some early reaction of it was like, man, this is it's a thinker type of movie. I'm like, okay, let's go and watch this thing. And coming out of it, I thoroughly enjoyed this movie. It was very thrilling. The actual story, that also Jake Gyllenhaal plays a character in that story as well, is fantastic. Like you think like, okay, it's a story kind of within a story. So that story I might not necessarily care about because it's not the main characters. They're not actually the quote unquote real characters. But that's not the case. Some of the stuff that happens in this thing, it's intense, it's dark. Aaron Taylor Johnson plays one of these kind of this creepy guy or whatever. I'm not going to give anything away. He plays this creepy guy, and he did a fantastic job, and you hated him, and that's what they wanted you to do. Amazing. Also, Michael Shannon, he might be in the mix for Best Supporting Actor for this thing. He was really great in it. Just the way his character kind of evolves throughout the film is really good, and like Amy Adams and Jake Gyllenhaal, you can't go wrong with them. I think Amy Adams is better in Arrival than she is here. Not to say she's not good here. She's amazing here. Like any other day, I'm like, oh, she might actually get nominated there, but I think the nomination might come from Arrival. Jake Gyllenhaal, there's a chance he could. I don't think he will. I think there's the lead actor race is really tight though to get in there. I don't think he will maybe for this one. He's on the fence. If he does, I'll be like, oh wow, he made it in. But I'm not gonna be like shocked. I'll be like, oh, he didn't deserve it, because he was great in this as well. And as I'm watching this, I'm like, I understand, like, people are like, oh, you might need to watch this one again. And I'm like, I don't know if I want to watch this one again because it is so dark and grim at points. But with that said, after watching it, and you kind of just need to see how these things kind of weave together, these three separate storylines, or time frames, for example, for the other one, kind of how they weave together, it's interesting because, like, I need to now kind of watch this back again because I need to know. I need to know if I truly understand this film. As for Tom Ford as a filmmaker, he's just fantastic. The direction on this thing was great. The cinematography, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Like, again, seeing this West Texas reminded me of Hell or High Water for a little bit, just because the same setting. And even the score is very, when it's there, it's very haunting and suspenseful. And yeah, this movie's great. It's not going to be for everyone, because some people might come out of this thing and like feeling very uncomfortable right from the opening credits. If you've seen the movie, you kind of know what I'm talking about. I was watching this and the opening credits came on and I was like, okay, this is weird and I don't understand, but it kind of made sense for the plot actually when you think about it. So, but yeah, I would definitely recommend you guys check this one out if you're interested into it. This is kind of like one of my favorite genres though. It's kind of like a psychological thriller at points, so I tend to like these ones a little bit more, so it's probably going to be in my top 10 of the year. I'll have to wait and see where it lines up, because there's certain movies such as Arrival that I thoroughly enjoyed, that is just kind of creeping up my top 10 list. It just keeps climbing because it's one of those ones you think about, and this is another one of those movies that you think about for the car ride home. And you're like, what actually happened here? What does this whole thing mean? My only real, I mean, it's not even a negative really, it's just like the ending of the movie. It might not please a lot of people. It might make them be like, oh, that's how they're going to end it? Okay. I at first was like that, but upon thinking about it, I'm like, no, it makes sense. So again, it's a nitpick though. It's not even really a negative though. But yeah, with all that said, I give it a movie rating of a 9 out of 10. I think this is a solid movie. I think you should all check this one out if you're into it. Again though, if you don't really like dark subject matter and dark things and disturbing things happening, might not be for you. Might want to stay away from it a little bit. But as for my enjoyment rating, I again give that also a 9 out of 10. It's a solid movie. Go check this one out. So let me know if you did see Nocturnal Animals in the comment section down below. I know I'm a little late on the review coming out, but if you did see it, let me know what your thoughts are. Let me know why you want to see it. If you haven't, some other reviews coming out shortly. Should be going to see Jackie tomorrow, and of course, Rogue One. I have my tickets for Thursday night. Trying to get into an advanced screening on Wednesday, so we'll see. Maybe a late Wednesday night. I'll have that review out Thursday night, around there. It'll be out though for sure. So again, be sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more videos each and every week. That is it, and I will talk to y'all later.